I go by the name of Ochino, the only Kenyan who is a man, boy, and also a friend. And of course, we are very lucky again to have the one and only Mr. George Aliet.
Yes.
Aliet.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
When tuleka clips zako tuko Bunge La Mwananchi,
yes.
You got a lot of feedback.
Yes.
A lot of comments. Some people agree with you, but a majority agree with you. Some people are also not agreeing with you with some of the sentiments that you make. But either way, at least tuko hapa uweze to have a one-on-one discussion with us.
Thank you.
So, anyway, how have you been since the last time?
Because I'm okay. I'm being privileged to be in the Lord, and so I don't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get straight into it.
Yes.
Since the last time tumeongea, we saw ODM walienda wakakaa chini in Kakamega. They had a delegates meeting in Kakamega. They met as ODM.
Yes.
Na they met at a time when some people were saying the Luya faction of ODM ni kama they're not agreeing with this other Luo faction of ODM.
Yes.
Before nikuulize kama kuna any difference between in ODM right now, is it a concern that now saizi watu waangalie ODM kama ODM wanaanza kuangalia ati ODM Luo side, ODM Luya side? Is it something to worry about?
Just the way I did tell you, I've been in the party for some times, and not really as a follower, but not as a legit elected official, but as a serious proponent. When we discuss issues, at one point I don't give my opinions. I marry my opinions together with what the party says. Now, as ODM family, we don't have issues. These issues, I did tell you the other time, they are media narratives. At the same time, they are narratives being spread around by non-ODM members. Yes. So we, as a party, we don't have an issue. In fact, we don't even literally have a Luya faction of ODM or a Luo faction of ODM. Yes, ODM is a party. That's a very big party. I might say East and Central Africa. But as you know, to give it a simpler explanation, in a family, sibling rivalry is always there. It doesn't matter what. Yes, but as it is, we don't have an issue. Yes.
But from what I get from your tone,
yeah,
I guess you're very diplomatic.
Yes.
Maybe we're trying not to rub shoulders with people the wrong way.
Yeah.
But be it as it may.
Yes.
Even if you say that it's a media narrative, yes, people will read in the newspapers, people will see in interviews in the national television.
Yes.
But somebody in the figure of Edwin Sifuna, yes, he's a politician, number one to start with. When it comes to ODM, he's the SG.
Yes.
And we can say he's the spokesman. Even Raila said that he's the mouthpiece. He's the mouthpiece of ODM.
Yes.
When he speaks, who usually approves his message? Is it only the party leader Raila Odinga, or is it the National Executive Council of ODM? And maybe the interview that he did on Citizen TV that went so viral and it got a lot of reactions, for him to do such an interview, don't you think there's a motive behind it? There's a narrative behind it that they want to push, even if it's not that they have squabbles, but maybe it's a political agenda that they want to achieve?
Okay. Sometimes when you are candid with the right thing, it is viable to be diplomatic. You don't just do it just for the sake of doing it. And that one is calling for a version of me telling you, as an ODM family, we don't have issues. As an ODM family, we don't have issues. Issues are with individuals. Like you've pushed me to be very explicit.
Yeah.
Edwin as a person has his personal problems. I call them problems. Yes, and the personal problems is not spoken to anybody, but you can depict it. And some of these things we do them through reference. And that's why I've told you as a family we don't have issues. It has not started with Sifuna. Some of these things started a long time ago. Like there was a time we did have issues with the Agostino Neto. Agostino Neto was an MP of Viwa. The same thing we did have with a certain young MP known as Silvas Osele. Osele was an MP of Kabondo. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, and the list is endless. So some of these things, they crop up based on ideologies, personal ideologies. Like now, it is only Sifuna coming to the front by virtue of his position in the party. But that problem is not only with Sifuna. The same problem is also with Babu Owino. the MP of Embakasi East.
Yeah.
The same problem is also with Amisi. The same problem is also with the Kibagedi. If you check these leaders, they are still young chaps.
Yeah.
In fact, their maximum, they are in their early 40s. Yeah. So why is this one happening? From where I sit, we try to validate this based on them gauging their political future. Like you see the formations that are ongoing now, there are this clique of oligarchs where I'm also approaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's this clique of young chaps. And if you get the scenario, going by what is going to have transpired when IBC is going to register people and the political future of this country, you realize young people are going to pull shots. And so, by virtue of the agitation of the young people, these people are holistically trying to align themselves so that coming near future, they not become obsolete or irrelevant with the expectation of the current young guys. So these are some of the problems that are pushing these people. And if you see again, you realize that Sifuna, where his constituency is in Nairobi. And with the Nairobi concept, you have this backbone of the young people. They equally have this backbone of the Kikuyu nation. So for him to propel himself, because at one point, ODM will not be doing that favoritism always.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is what is bringing this, because if you check the behavior of Amisi, you check the behavior of Kibagendi, you check the behavior of Babu Owino and Sifuna, they are the same. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So that's what is calling for their personal aspirations. Because in everything you do, you have to look for the future prospects. What is their future prospect politically? And so that's why we are telling you, it is not an ODM issue. When Raila talks, at one point, it is only that some of us, we get people's sentiments at the face value. We don't interrogate the literature behind the speech. Raila cannot engage Sifuna. He's telling you, when it is a party position, Edwin Sifuna has that power of attorney to give that information. Shona. And that one emanates from the neck. But that one doesn't leave Sifuna. He cannot speak as Sifuna. Like now, what I'm talking about my perception as Jojo Aliet. I'm not talking the party position, but I'm just trying to depict for you how these things happen.
Yeah.
Like the other day, Sifuna did talk, Raila did talk, Atuoli mzee Mobimba mwenyewe did talk.
Yeah.
But if you see, you had Atuoli talking. Atuoli was saying he thought Sifuna was messing up. But if at all Sifuna is backed, then it is another issue he's not discussing. But when he went to a different forum with Sifuna, when Atuoli went to a different forum with Sifuna in a funeral, he was very candid. He told Sifuna to operate within the confines of what the party says.
Yeah. However
much is the SG, but at one point, it's not right to go against the party leader. Some of these things have been done by other people. Get this other version. Why I'm telling you this?
Yeah.
The other day, you did get Oburu Odinga talking in the church. Oburu was very clear. The only thing he gave Sifuna to do, we've had Secretary Generals like Ababu na Mwamba go and check their scorecards. What happened? Are you getting that?
Yeah.
When you get Gladys Wanga is as young as 39. When you get Wanga talking, the governor of Omabe, CD talking Migori, very clear that they are in ODM to stay, they are in the Kolnini broad-based government to stay. So that one literally tells you where these things are. And let me tell you, when it comes to political echelons, you'll realize Raila yuko mbele ya Oburu Odinga. But family matters age-wise, Oburu ni mkubwa wake.
Yeah.
Unaelewa? When you get Oburu talking, don't even ask another question. The day you'll get Oburu said, we are not satisfied with the Ruto's government, beware, we are moving out. It might be true, like myself, I might not move out because I also have my considerations. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter, if you get Oburu speaking, let you not be perturbed. Beware Raila's direction is that. And that one I'll only give you some simple reference. When we were going to work with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, Oburu started speaking.
Yeah.
We were still remaining there. At the end of the day, it came to pass. When there was this arrangement of Ruto's government going to work, Umaru started speaking. It has worked. I have so many examples. And so when I tell you we are there to stay, I know what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What normally Raila avoids, Raila doesn't want to engage people. And let me tell you, the position Sifuna is holding, if I give you just a short period, we did have one person known as Margaret Langat. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So our issue with Sifuna is going to be completed by October.
What do you mean?
What I mean is, as an ODM family, we were going with elections.
Yeah.
And we are going to finish the election by October. Yes. So the only amicable way of handling our issues is going to come on October. If what Sifuna is doing is within the party, then Sifuna is going to retain the seat. But if what he's doing is personal, the way I'm telling you is personal, Sifuna is not going to be there. Yeah. Because what we are trying to avoid, if Raila speaks, the another way of making Sifuna not to be the SG is always there. Yeah. Sifuna is like somebody who's been given amejistiri kwa nyumba ya mtu usiku. Let's say you've given me opportunity to take refuge in your house for some times before I get where I can go and sleep. The day I want to send you out, or the day you want to send me out, I'm sleeping in your house. If you are not married, the only thing you'll be doing, without even telling me, you will ensure you are coming with your girlfriend always. If you come with your girlfriend 3 times, what is going to happen?
Space.
I'll have to give you space. Sure. Are you getting that? Because I cannot fail to sleep. Of course, you cannot have a girlfriend there and I'm sleeping. Yeah. Are you getting that? Yeah. Then, the other flip side, you can decide, you know pretty well I always come at 9. What do you do? At 9, you've still gone to do your things with your friends. Yeah. I'm waiting for, and I'm not able to give you a duplicate key. I'll stay at the door. If I stay for 4 days, what happens? I'll give my way. Yeah, I'll have my way. The same way, if it is at all the reserve, uko shago. What you do for me, once I've come to sleep, that's the only time you are bringing maize so that we shred. If we shred maize up to 2, the following day we shred up to and literally go out. Yeah. And that's what they did to Lagat, Margaret. Yeah. But we don't want to do it for Sifuna. Because with ourselves, we have bad manners and good manners. If you now want to sit on us, we tell you bad manners. Yeah. And this thing is not even sanctioned by Raila. If our people are now fed up with Mheshimiwa Sifuna, what they are going to do for him is very simple, mark my words. Yeah. They'll wait when our meeting is called in Orange House, and of course the SG is going to attend. What those guys are going to do, before Raila knows, his leg is broken outside the gate. Yeah. Are you getting what I'm saying? True. So, Sifuna as a person, according to me, is right because he's looking for his future prospects in politics. The only problem I have with him is that he wants to do a cosmetic kind of careering. Because you have to ensure the person who is building you up builds you until he or she tells you, my friend, you are now mature enough, you can go. Yeah. Because the kind of following Sifuna is having, his ODM's party is following. Raila Amolo Odinga is following. Without Raila Amolo Odinga, even Oburu Odinga is nobody. Yeah. All these leaders you are seeing here, in fact, 95% of them elected by in ODM, they are serving with the ODM tickets, cannot be elected without Raila Amolo Odinga. Are you getting that? Yeah. So that's the narrative that is there. So as a family, we don't have issues. We don't have issues because if I tell you what this arrangement has given to more so the Luo nation or Raila's following, there are things we've never gotten. Even Uhuru, we didn't get it. Because we had arrangement with Uhuru, who didn't even give us a cabinet minister. There are roads that were earmarked to be tarmac. They are in the paper, but they cannot be allocated funds. And we are there. And so that's the position where we are. And Raila being what Raila is today, leave alone the benefits. Yeah. If Raila walks outside Ruto today, I can tell you for a fact, leave this narrative that Raila has held Ruto so to make Ruto to be in power. If Raila walks away today, with the kind of political polarization we have in this country, with this incitement I'm seeing deceptive leaders are doing, I can tell you Kenya is going to be in turmoil. And I fear for our young people. Because they are going to be incited, they are going to go to the street, and they are going to die like locusts.
So, in short, you want to say that the position in which Raila is holding right now,
yes,
it's not even a personal gain to him. He is stabilizing the country.
It is a blessing to the country. Let me take you back the day Raila said, let us have a discussion. At that peak, what were you expecting? What were you expecting? You were expecting, and let me tell you, crystallization, I know you went to school.
Yeah.
When you want to do crystallization, you learn to have a sample and drop it in the solution with the contours of the crystal component you want. The moment that small segment is inside there, you are going to have all of them crystallize along that line. That's the way the Luo community behaves. In an event, Raila didn't talk. The Kenyan nation were going to go outside, because even the Luos, the young guys of the Luo nation are also Kenyans.
Yeah.
They were going to go to the election. It is like Raila's given them clean bill of health, go to the street and champion for a cause. And this is one unit who doesn't care. We have a character that we don't care. And with that and I care attitude, they were going to do the what? Be like the crystal sample. They were going to sway these other friends of them, because sometimes you might want a cause, but you lack somebody to lead for you.
Yeah.
These people are going to lead. And if an event they were going to lead, the government also could not sit rosy. They were going to act, they were going to practice or exercise Faraday's second law that says active and reactive forces are equal but opposite. Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
So the government was going to react, and these guys were also not going to give a damn. And the expectation, massacre.
Yeah.
Are you getting?
Yeah. If you have a wedding, baby shower, birthday party, or even a corporate event and you need media services, well, look no further than Safari Lens Media Production. Safari Lens Media Production is a media company that offers editing, videography, photography, graphic design services, and also live streaming. So if you have any event, contact Safari Lens Media Production. And I promise you, what I deliver, they'll do you good. They are professional, they offer professional services, and I'm sure you'll also like it.
Yeah.
So maybe looking now on the other side,
yes,
on the other side of the page,
yes,
we have now the former deputy president,
yes,
Rigathi Gachagua, is now in the US.
Yes.
He had a very one-on-one town hall meeting with Kenyans in USA.
Yes.
And some of the Gen Zs who are there,
yes,
they really attacked him, or let me say they really questioned his leadership style.
Yes.
They were calling him out that he's a tribalistic leader.
Yes, yes.
But in his response, he said, it's not about being tribalistic, it's about protecting the interest of the community where he comes from. And he gave the example that now the Kamba Nation, which is now led by Kalonzo Musyoka, is away from Raila.
Yes.
He said the Kisii Nation, which has been a stronghold of Raila, is now away with Matiangi. He's now saying that ODM now is, that's why I brought up the Luya and the Luo factor in ODM.
Yes.
On the other side, maybe the Kalenjin, you can say it has a UDA. Do you believe this will be the way forward in approaching 2027 politics, in that a community will be bargaining with their specific party, unlike in the previous past where we had only two parties that are now having a presidential candidate?
Let me tell you, I'm a bit, based on the way I'm brought up, my moral decadence sometimes doesn't allow me to practically assassinate a leader's character. Because however much I might not be given moral authority to lead a unit, but there are also those people who look upon unto me to give them direction.
Yeah.
But when it matters, at one point we are bound to say what the truth is. We say it as it is.
Yeah.
Gachagua, Mheshimiwa Gachagua is an extremist, tribe-wise. In fact, if at all tribalism was being gauged, if the maximum is 1,000%, it could be at 1,000+1.
But for him, he says that he is protecting the community's interest.
Let me tell you. I just want to discuss what is this say.
Yeah.
When do you protect the interests of your community? You protect the interests of your community if other communities were doing better than yours. Like, let me say, in the Kikuyu nation, we don't have piped water. Everywhere across the country, there's total piped water. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Let me say, in the Kikuyu nation, we don't have employees in this government. And in other places, they are in excess. In the Kikuyu nation, infrastructure is not there. In other places, it is top-notch. That one will be saying, I'm protecting the interests of my community. And per se, it is something visible. But now, if you now talk about the Kambas, can you literally say Kambas are better than Kikuyus in terms of what the government is doing? Can you literally say the Kisis are better, rough, than the Kikuyus? Leave alone the Luos. Because with us Luos, in this setup, we are nobody.
Yeah.
We don't even have a decimal. Are you getting that? So what I'm saying about Gachagua, I really appreciated some of these young guys, because there was a lady who holistically told Gachagua to the face, however much you are selling a narrative, but the narrative you are selling is never real, not there. Reasoning being, you can never purport to handle issues of the national importance with a local dialect.
Yeah.
Are you getting that? And the lady was very categorical, did say, when you say the economy, when you talk about us being hardworking, are you seeing you are not bringing a country that is unified? Because some of these things we have by virtue, we had the privilege of having been led with somebody from our place. So the narrative going to 2027, I can tell you, if Mheshimiwa Gachagua is not going to change tact, if the Kikuyu nation are not going to come out to say, however much we are championing for a cause, but we need to operate as our sisters and brothers keepers, it is going to be purely tribal. Purely. And not only purely tribal, ours purely tribal. And it has already started taking shape. Why am I telling you it has already started taking shape? We did have the last demonstration. The demonstration is about young people. And young people are not only in the Kikuyu nation. Even my place where I come from, like my house, I have 5 of them.
Yeah. 5
who are eligible to vote. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
But with the way things are evolving, they are now trying to detach. Was this the real concept we were selling? So if you saw the last demonstration was purely, in fact, the second last, it only happened in the central nation, and it happened in Kakamega where Malala funded it. These things are there. Malala funded it, yeah. And you went to Trans Nzoia where Natembea is. They also funded a little bit. Apart from those places, it is only the Kikuyu nation. Then the last bit only came in the Kikuyu nation, and the course that was done, the real demonstration. There is a real demonstration, and these are the hogwash. So this one tried to tell you what? Already people are taking shape. This war is not ours.
Yeah.
And you see, he's beating drums, but these other people have not started beating drums. So when the drum beat is already there, that's when you are going to see hell.
But don't you think that will call for even the anarchy that they were saying, the government was saying that Gachagua will bring anarchy to the country? If at all you're saying that he's the only one who's beating this drum,
yes,
and there are more than 42 communities,
yes,
I'll say in Kenya,
yes,
if all of them are starting beating these drums, do you think it will be mayhem in the country?
I don't see mayhem. I don't see mayhem. Why am I saying I don't see mayhem? This other community are only crumbling for the little resources that we have. And holistically, I have to tell you the truth. I don't have hard feelings by virtue the Kikuyu nation have amassed so many resources courtesy of the government. Because the resources naturally are scarce. Yeah. Are you getting that? And their proximity to the capital city is also in their favor. So literally they have to surpass us a little bit. These other communities doesn't have issues. They are crumbling for the little resources, but they don't have as much issues as the way that Gachagua is depicting it. In fact, I'm very straightforward. Gachagua, The Kikuyus are our sisters and our brothers, and they have leaders. Why are people not complaining about Uhuru Kenyatta? Why are people not complaining about people like Amos Kimunya? We have quite a number of them. Even Maina Njenga, his style of leadership, at one point as a person, I don't appreciate it, because you don't weaponize young people to champion your cause. Are you getting that? Already he's a leader. By virtue, he can command some people, but he's commanding them the wrong way. Are you seeing?
Yeah.
So, as Kenyans, we don't have problems. Even Kikuyu doesn't have problems. They don't have. Are you getting?
Yeah.
Because this kind of narrative, in fact, the narrative Gachagua is having is not even a Kikuyu narrative. The guy wants power, and for him to get power, he has to bring his people on his side. And bringing them to his side is trying to create emotions, inflict feelings of these people, so that they overreact. But I thank God, as fate as is, Kikuyus, you cannot expect them to overreact. They don't overreact. Because there are people who knows what economy is. They do their things. They believe for you to succeed, you have to work hard. And that's what they are doing. Yes.
So, maybe, I don't know if it will be, I don't want to stick in this topic for long.
Yes.
But there's that issue that people are saying that if you look at the development that's going on in the country, there's the proposed Mosamit-Rironi highway. There's the one from Nairobi to Mombasa, the highway.
Yes.
So people are saying that now in this regime, we have major development projects happening outside in other regions apart from the central region.
Yes.
They're saying the central region are only benefiting because the Coffee Cherry Fund is, I don't know, at the highest peak since the country's history. And that is something that they're saying they're being discriminated against the development going to that region. Also, we're still in that point. Are we now going to see a situation whereby when now the Kisii region has their party, the Luhya region maybe will also have their party, Mombasa maybe, but maybe Mombasa will stick to ODM. Are we now going to see a situation whereby if a region doesn't make the government of the day, you're not going to see the development in your area going forward?
Let me tell you, the president is set. The presidency is set. That precedence being set by Mheshimiwa Kenyatta Senior. And it was equally brought back to Mwai Kibaki. Then Uhuru affirmed it. This is what is bringing this kingpin leadership. That's where you get, like the Kisis, they were told, Matiangi is going to be the president. They've turned wild. They listen to nobody. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
And that's why, as the Luo community, the beliefs we always have, we always believed that this cause, Raila is champion, the best cause, and we are not wavering. The leadership of Luhya nation going that same route is not a problem. The only problem they have is that they have 18 different sub-tribes, so they can't read from the same script. When you go to Coast blended with the Mheshimiwa Jaramogi Oginga Odinga from those long days because of the land issue. And as long as that narrative has always been consistent and it has never been sorted out, they are there. So, let me tell you, on issues development, the Kikuyu nations will come honest with others if they don't want to be alienated. Because now, for example, how do you say, like the Rironi Mau Summit Road, the superhighway going back to all the way to the coast, the railway network being enjoined from Naivasha to Kisumu, that one is biasness. Already you have these things. What else do you want? And somebody doesn't have. You have a loaf of bread. I don't even have a slice. If I've given half a slice, you complain. What is the dishonesty is this? And this is why they are giving Ruto another term. I can tell you. That's why I told you they are already dancing. Others have not started the dance. When now the dance is going to be made to happen everywhere. These things are going to, like now, you might get me talking. You think I'm talking because Raila is in the government. My friend, I'm very analytical. I'm privileged. I'm privileged to have gone to school. Are you getting that? And besides going to school, I have the normal little wisdom God gave me. And I'm at some etap equally. If I'm not exaggerating, I'm cultured. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because of the little exposure I have. Ruto's government has done allocation of minor and major projects across the country, more so if it goes through the road networks. Electrical connectivity to the last mile. Are you getting that? Right now, as we are talking, I wonder what you are going to tell sober lawyers, sober, that Ruto's government is not delivering yet. There's no sugar factory that is not running. There's no farmer whose sugarcane is expiring in the farm because they cannot be taken to the factory.
Yeah.
There's no farmer who's delivered sugar canes to the factory and the payment is done in 3 or 4 months. 1 week, 4 days you are paid. We've never had in history where sugarcane farmers are given bonuses. It has started with Mheshimiwa Dr. William Ruto. It has been a story of a rat and a mouse, a cat and a mouse, over sandpaper. Huh? But what has happened? It is up and running. So what are you going to tell these people? If you go along the Lake Victoria, we have those beaches we call small piers. These small piers are currently undergoing refrigeration setups, so that at the end of the day, once fish has come from the lake, they are not sold at a throwaway price. They undergo the storages. So meaning the buyers will not come and buy at throwaway price because the seller is afraid that the product is going to go tail. And those connectivity to those beaches are being worked on. The allocation of 100 million and whatnot is everywhere. So when you go and tell those people there that Ruto is a tribalistic, now there's this pertinent question they are asking. Fine, the CS is a Kikuyu, the deputy is a Kalenjin. You get an MD or a CEO of a parastatal is another tribe. The deputy is a Kalenjin. It is also something that Ruto is working on now. He's just found it happening. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
And so when you say your community is being done what? Is being handled unfairly. But even if you get the composition of the whole government employees, almost a quarter is coming from that community, and nobody is complaining.
Yeah.
So the narrative Mheshimiwa Gachagua is selling is going to alienate him, and if at all his community buys it, it is going to alienate him plus the community. And let me tell you, in 2028, we are not going to have any war in this country. We are not going to have it.
That is after the general election.
After the general election. Because the narrative is trying to sell is that in an event, the president is announced as the victor, people comes to the street. He's bringing the narrative that Ruto doesn't have votes. Without knowing that even the power games then that were bringing the version of elections are being managed in a way that a certain quarter doesn't have agents from other people. This time round, even if it means we are going to have police officers and agents, we are going to have them.
Why do you say that? Because you have the system.
Well, if you have privilege and honor, you use it to your advantage and positively.
Yeah.
I always say, sometimes democracy is good as long as the leader using it is using it the right way. Like for example, now I'm the boss. My sister over there is sick. Our organogram requires we have to undergo a process. We give out cash to ensure she's treated. If we go the organogram way and I'm the leader, I haven't seen. If you use the due process, the lady is going to pass on. What do? I dictate. Let her go to the hospital, case badai. Because this is the narrative that is being used. And when it comes to power game, I've been there. I know some of these things. It is only that because I don't have power, you can do nothing. We did have here, Form 2 students are given IDs and given votes. It has happened in this country. And once the election is over, those IDs and those votes are invalid.
Yeah.
They have to undergo the normal process. They take ID. Because also with that, if you now go and check the serial number and the system, whether those IDs are there, they are not there. But the moment we wanted to go to an election, they were given IDs at Form 2.
Yeah.
Somebody still underage is given ID. And we also had the power games, a first ID. ID in the government charter should not be even come out in 2 weeks. But we have an ID in 24 hours, ID is out and the vote is taken. Yeah, those are power games.
In a world that moves fast, your style should even speak more faster. Introducing the hoodie that gives you more than just warmth. It's attitude, comfort, and identity. From cool mornings to late night vibes, our hoodies move with you, stand out with you, and keep you real. Make your orders now. Call us on the numbers below your screen. And of course, we do delivery countrywide. Whether you're in Kisumu, Mombasa, Nairobi, or any part of the country, just make a call, make your orders. We will deliver them where you are. Aliet,
Yes.
now we are now seeing that at least finally, the IEBC commission has now been sworn in,
Yes.
meaning now that some constituencies that have vacancies in leadership, by elections can take place.
Yes.
Na tumeona saizi in Malala is campaigning so hard with the DCP party. Is this an attempt to make DCP party not look like a central region party? And maybe even in Kasipul we will have a by-election, and in other constituencies we'll have by-elections. Do you believe these by-elections, will they reflect the strongness of a party coming to 2027? And Malava being that it's in the Western region, we're now seeing this Ford Kenya in Western region. We have DAP in Western region. We saw Mudavadi folded his party into UDA.
Yeah.
Now that means we're only left with Ford Kenya, ODM, and maybe DAP. And some people are believing that DAP is coming out as a strong party, but DAP is under Eugene Wamalwa. But some people are saying Natembeya is so strong now politically than Eugene Wamalwa. They're saying that he should maybe even form his own political party and maybe even field a candidate in the by-elections. How will this by-election shape up the 2027 narrative?
Okay, what I can tell you, one, DCP, like any other party in Kenya, they have that right to field candidates anywhere they want. Yes, if their due diligence tells them that they can manage it, I think so be it. But literally doesn't depict what is likely to transpire in 2027. Yes, that's why I can tell you. Reasoning being, by-elections doesn't always work as the same as the general election. Because with the by-elections, all the efforts are put place there. And with that effort, it always have issues. But with the general election, all these efforts, like you realize, sometimes ODM might go ahead and win Malava. Because all the battalions are going to be there. Or sometimes DCP might go and win the Malaba. Reasoning being, at one point, the narrative that is being sold, the one that is apparent now, is that Ruto's government is unpopular. So probability of even going the other way is always there. Yeah, so those are there. So it doesn't depict. Then two, you realize sometimes you feel a candidate based on your mapping and zoning. Like, for example, now, in Kasipul, with the DCP, according to me, if they are politically literate, that is a dead vote with the DCP. That one, when you are mapping, you put it red. It can never be yellow or green. Because that constituency there cannot understand that narrative of DCP. Yeah. Yes. So, but in Malava, that's an open playing field. The person who is strong there, who always have a narrative there, is the party of Mheshimiwa Rais na Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga. Yeah. The DAP of Eugene, that is partially Umaru's party. I'm telling you, because we've been in this game. Yeah. Eugene doesn't have a party. That's Umaru's party.
but Eugene on paper is the party leader.
Get me right. Raila is ODM leader, but he's a de facto leader, like Oburu Odinga. If he speaks, the party has spoken. Yeah. That's why you are getting me discussing with you, Sifuna. He's the legitimate Secretary General, but he's not the leader of the party. When we decide we want the leader of the party, he's not there. So, what I know, it can never reflect what is going to happen in the general election. Yes, because when it comes to general election, even the person who are going to, like now, who is championing the cause there, is Malala. Yeah. When the hour of need, the hour of reckoning comes, either Malala is going to do a national politics, or is going to also take his time so that he can be a legitimate elected leader. He might decide to go for the governor. He's not going to spend time campaigning for somebody else.
Yeah.
And so with the general election, if at all you have to go through, it is either going by the party that is popular there, it is going by yourself as a person, and the policies that are there. Yes. So that's the real truth about that is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sasa finally, tukikuja karibu kumalizia.
Yeah.
We have the people who are saying Ruto must go.
Yes.
As you said, currently,
yes.
Even if the elections happen today,
yes.
Majority of the people who are saying Ruto must go, they're
yes.
saying whatever he promised,
yes.
he's not doing.
Yes.
Some people are also saying let's give him time.
Yes.
But if at all the clarion call for Ruto must go, if at all it goes through in 2027, who are you seeing will be the right candidate maybe to succeed Ruto? Is it a leader who has been there before, the likes of Kalonzo Musyoka, who knows how government runs, was the little political experience? Or is it somebody like the Maragas, the Okiya Mtatas, who are coming in with a different ideology as it seems? And what are the disadvantages of somebody like Malala or Maraga or Okiya Mtata taking power when they have never been in such a high office for that long period of time? How is that narrative looking like?
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. It is only that at times we might not get time to discuss it much. Just a quick one. If at all Kenyans needs a leader, let me assume Ruto is not there. Let me assume he's not there. If at all Kenyans must get a leader, the citizens, not these big people, or tribes, it is only Maraga.
The former Chief Justice.
Former Chief Justice. This thing needs soberness. It needs somebody who is forthright, who articulate issues. And it doesn't need a dam. Are you getting what I'm saying? Why am I saying that? Maraga, the way he had his vertical mobility up to the Chief Justice, you'll get a platform where you'll never castigate Maraga's ruling anywhere. In fact, his rulings, just to say, his rulings, Maraga's rulings, in fact, they should even be authorities. And that's why, even in the second in Africa, the first time in history to nullify a presidential election without caring. There was a ruling Maraga did give that Uhuru gives direction so that the National Assembly should be dissolved because of the three-quarter agenda rule. Yeah, I remember. It has surpassed the time it was supposed to be implemented. And as so, what was said is that if it surpasses, then that assembly has not business being in existence. Are you getting that? But Mheshimiwa Uhuru overlooked it. So there was a sentiment I did tell you here. Sometimes dictatorship is key. I really appreciate the dictatorship besides democracy. Because sometimes, as long as the leader knows what to do and do it right, sometimes it needs you to dictate. Some of these leaders, the immediate person who might come a bit close is Mheshimiwa Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Why? He doesn't have appetite for the public resources. He doesn't have. And that one is depicted from the time Kalonzo started his political career from 85. From 85, the following year, Kalonzo was assistant minister. All that time, then he became a minister for over 10 years. And Kalonzo is the way you are seeing him, Kalonzo. Not that because he's poor, but he doesn't have that enormous resource to mount a serious presidential campaign. He doesn't have a platform you can say Kalonzo is filthy. Why? And he had the privileges. And the day Kalonzo was serving, Moi, as long as you are darling, he could give you the whole world. But he didn't get it. So meaning, Kenya, we need somebody who can give direction, of course, dictate on right issues, and two, a person who doesn't have appetite for the public wealth, public resources. Are you getting that? So, mwisho, when it comes to, let's say, somebody like Maraga, who has never been in politics, or Mutata, happens to assume the leadership of this country. Malala or Mutata, leave him out. Because Mutata, if you ask me, he's always a system guy. Yes.
Some are saying he's an activist.
Leave alone being an activist. He's a system guy. He's going to push his agendas. Either they go through or they don't go through, but he's pushed them. But there are times when the agenda you are pushing is a right agenda. And you only have one direction to dictate. That guy cannot dictate anything. I'm insisting on Maraga because I know when it's decided to give a ruling, he will give that ruling. It doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
Yes. And now we have this other flip side. Let me assume Maraga is elected. How is he going to sail through? I'll remind you of one thing. The moment Ruto assumed office, every political class went mute. Even some went to their diaspora like Matiangi, because they were just trying to imagine. Now this guy, are we safe in his hands? But after Raila testing for them the water, they realized, oh, this guy is just talking, he cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So now they've come in full force. So what is going to happen? If Maraga assumes it, these are I call them cartels and deceptive leaders. They're not going to give him time. I agree to that.
Utavuruga serikali yake.
They'll not give him time. But now the good part of it, Maraga is going to be very safe in the hands of the citizens who elected him.
So you believe,
as long as his security is going to be okay, he's going to perform. So you leave Ruto out of this. You present Maraga's candidature, it's okay.
so long as you
in fact, if at all he could have come when Ruto is serving the second term, atungekuwa na shida na uchaguzi. Now the problem is incubancy. And now the problem, Ruto is going against the grains. Some of us, we are seeing tarmac roads in the villages, kata sio mheshimiwa Ruto. So you tell me to throw him away, I have a little problem. Are you getting that? So, but if the way we are going now, I can tell you as a politician, nobody is going to throw Ruto away.
So ni 10 bila break.
It might even go 40 bila break. It is not a joking, but I'm telling you what I know with the way. Can you go back to where how Moi came back to power after repealing his Ruto A? You are not there then, but you can go and do your research.
Yeah.
Moi ruled twice with a simple majority. In fact, he was becoming a victor by 40%. Because the way it is, like I did say, Gachagua and Matiangi in the US, this narrative of no permanent enmity in politics. But these people are not friends. It is unity of convenience.
But we saw photos of them in US.
Let me tell you. Now we are with you here. Are we friends? It is unity of convenience.
Yes.
Are you getting that?
Yeah.
But now the push come to the solve. Now they've come here. The trumpet is blown. Now people are going to the race. And that's the time you'll know how tribal we are. If Gachagua fails to endorse Kalonzo, Kalonzo is out of the race.
He will jump out.
He might decide to go it alone to ensure that candidate doesn't get votes. Or he might decide to come to this side. I've told you it is unity of convenience. There's no friendship there. And these things are interest.
Yeah.
If today Ruto just say, I want to be a spouse of a fiancé of Gachagua. I want to be a fiancé of Gachagua. Mheshimiwa Gachagua, because he knows where they disagree. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows where they disagreed. Mheshimiwa Gachagua, this thing that brought problems, Bwana Kama, I fix it for you. If it was this 10 billion you want, and because they are not Ruto's money, and before Gachagua answers him, he's factored in 10 billion into Gachagua's account. He can do it through the wife. The wife, it has come. Mheshimiwa Gachagua, come here, Kidiki's bullshit, Raila's bullshit, come and retain your seat. My friend, utaona, you'll see a drama you've never seen before. So these people, what is bringing them together is unity of convenience. Now, why is Ruto going for a second term if you leave alone his performance? Myself, I bank on performance. But when it comes to strategy, Ruto is beating them in their game because all of them are selfish. If they had the denominator was the interest of the general public, Ruto could have not beaten them. But because they have personal interest, everybody is selfish. Ruto is beating them as early as the day of election, 11, we call it some minutes to midnight to the following day, 28th, Ruto has won the game. Because, get me right, probability, either they nominate Kalonzo, the Kisses nation is coming back to Ruto. Get me right. If they nominate Matiangi, beware, Kalonzo is going it alone or Kalonzo is coming to this fold. Leave alone the Natembeas. The Natembeas want the carpet under their foot. He's swept away. He's no longer governor. He's useless. So, what is going to work there is very simple. If sobriety of Uhuru Kenyatta was anything to go by, they could have managed. But the way this deceptive guy, who is an extremist politically, tribally, has hijacked the baton, just wait and see. It is not going to work. It is not going to work. And Ruto is very articulate. Ruto knows the way Museveni used to become the victor of Uganda. Museveni campaigns in the villages. What needs to be done, do it to the village. And this is what Ruto is doing. He's handling the villages. Somebody from my place who you can even live without a coin for half a year. He goes and take skuma wiki there, takes maize from the granary. If the machines are working, he can do barter trade. Because if you go to those machines, easy portion mills, you can go and take 2 kg, then your maize of 10 kg is done for you. You want omena, you can take mahindi from mutu omena, akupe. That guy is very rude. That's why you get sometimes they are saying, we don't care. We can live without you. So these are the people Ruto is now enticing. Like if you go to my place, I'm sorry to tell you that guy is working. I've stayed in Coast 12 years. There's no way I don't know. And by the way, I did campaign for Kibaki in 2007. That campaign we did, I know almost every part of Coast except Taita. What this guy is doing those places is marvelous. So when the hour of need comes, and this public, all you need from them is audience. And if audience, they'll deny you audience, you throw for them some money, then they come. Then you start telling them, when I came in, was this road done? No. Was this one done? No. Were you having this spring? No. Were you having this pond? No. Are they there now? Yes. So, Kumi bila break.
So what I'm getting from you is politics is local and he's winning at that.
Politics is local. Politics is local. And now, this narrative people have not said. When Ruto, when Gachagua is saying his community are being profiled, I can tell you, if you deal with some of us who are a bit analytical, if you go to a parastatal with the 7 board members, you'll get, if at all you get so many, if you get an MD is a Kalenjin, probably you'll get one as an alternate, representing a PS. But the whole of 7, you'll get 4 are Kikuyus.
I think that's hypothetical. But I cannot prove myself, but I think it's hypothetical.
What I'm telling you is this. Let it not be hypothetical because you are a professional. Can you sometimes when you are outside, they have your time? Just take 5 of them. Don't take so many. Take 5. Then you do your analysis. Even the contracts we are talking about. The other day, my senior, I did talk about the person given a contract of KRA to offer security. That thing has run for 4 years. He's one guy from the Kikuyu nation. And KRA is having almost 1,000 guards. The man paid there, the guy is pocketing over 20 million every month. It was only the other day I made a noise. I don't know if it's through my noise or they had that program. The contract is being given to another person. Are you getting what I'm saying? So we have item and item. So those who give information dissemination, those who are elites. Are you getting that? So these elites are the people who are going to sell this narrative. Okay, you guys, you are making noise. Why are you making noise? Despite the fact that even the previous presidents cannot go every household to feed. Yes. How many? Huh? So these narratives, it will just come as a cropper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sasa, finally, kabisa, tukimalizia, najua tumesema almost thrice. But
yes.
Now as we finish,
yes.
Let's shift away from the national politics and now let's go into Bunge La Mwananchi,
yes.
where you're a member of and where we got to know each other.
Yes.
Tuliona juzi, bunge livunjwa.
Yes.
Even some of us, we were like, okay, so this is how it happens. Now it means that there's a vacancy in leadership.
Yes.
And now we are going to elections now for the new Bunge La Mwananchi leadership.
Yes.
That's going for 2 years.
Yes.
Personally, for you, nilikuwa hapo, I'm a journalist there and nilisikia you're announcing your bid. You're also announcing your bid to go for the presidency of Bunge La Mwananchi.
Yes.
How is that going about? And maybe for the people who are watching and they knew us through Bunge La Mwananchi platform, how important is the Bunge La Mwananchi leadership in terms of the civic education and in terms of even political education going forward to 2027 politics, and also in Bunge La Mwananchi, wewe mwenyewe, how prepared are you, and do you believe you're the right man to lead Bunge La Mwananchi going forward?
Okay, thank you very much. First, to answer the last question, how prepared I am and how do I really believe I'm the best one? What I can say for a fact, we have contenders there. And I can say all the contenders are equal, but they have to elect the best amongst equal. Based on my profile there, I've stayed there for some times. The first time I did get opportunity there, I was Chief of Staff of Mheshimiwa Babu, and currently I'm the Chief Whip Bunge La Mwananchi. Besides that, I started operating Bunge issues right from the coast. And that's the same thing that made me to be enjoined in the national campaign of Mheshimiwa Kibaki. So what I can say is that the membership of Bunge La Mwananchi, they are always there and they've seen us. Bunge La Mwananchi is about social justice movement. The way you articulate the social concepts and the just part of it, that one will be formed the basis of whether you being elected or not, if mischievousness is not there. And now, Bunge La Mwananchi as a social justice movement has a bigger percentage in terms of shaping the general public perception in the right way when it comes to the national leadership. Because basically that unit is not a political unit. It is not bent on the government side, neither is it bent on the opposition side. But if the leadership is not chosen wisely, then you realize it takes sides. Like, because the people who are elected are the people who are to give direction there. And if you might depict, if you go to the history of Bunge La Mwananchi, the people who managed to lead Bunge La Mwananchi then were men and women who are beyond reproach. Bunge La Mwananchi was an avard of this country. Besides the UON, it was the best. Because you get experts, those who are literate, those who with professions, they come there, they articulate. If it issues infrastructure, you'll get them coming there, giving direction on how things will be done. If it is business concepts, let's say, doing business with the government, things of the finance, the monetary issues, the loan issues, you name them. They'll come there and give issues. To an extent, like somebody like me who's overstayed there, I'm a professor by art.
Yeah.
I've never done research. I've never attended a serious lecture on, but you take me through, even if it is a matter of trying to do for you quantification of a BQ of a building, I can do it for you. Reason being, I've interacted with such people. So that's what I say is a privilege and honor that I've gotten on that platform. But after that, from the time of GIO and his team went to Libya to meet Muammar Gaddafi, up to the time Dina trying to coordinate march about the civil rights through the US Embassy. At this point in time, Bunge La Mwananchi is shaky. But I can say it is shaky because of the leadership that we've had in the recent past. Somebody is elected, then he takes that one as a platform of soliciting money. Somebody is elected, then he now starts extorting money from various offices. Some are elected, then they become activists. Literally, that's not what Bunge is meant. Some are elected, then they become political proponents. Let's say, for example, somebody is elected. Once elected, he takes this party to Jubilee. He takes the unit to Jubilee. So the affairs that Jubilee wants are the affairs that are being run there. It doesn't matter where they are, whether they are good or they are right. Of course, a social justice movement doesn't have boundary, even with institutions. The government, those one in the, because at one point, these concepts must be married. If at all it is a matter of social life of the citizenry. Now, according to me, as one of the contenders, I tend to think Bunge will be taken back to its lost glory. Lost glory means Bunge will champion the right cause of the citizens. Champion the right cause means if the government of the day is not doing just to the citizens, Bunge will be at the forefront of championing that. If the opposition is castigating with fallacious information, or they are giving wrong information, I think Bunge will stand against that. And if there's something that needs citizens to champion, somebody is having something to be championed for, Bunge will do it on this or his or her own behalf. That's what the social justice movement is all about. And so, as George Aliet, I believe if they are going to be very articulate, even at this point in time I'm talking, Bunge is polarized because of the basis it was given by the previous leaders. Right now, we have a Bunge of Mheshimiwa Ruto's government. We have a Bunge of Mheshimiwa Gachagua. We have a Bunge of Jimmy Wanjigi. We have a Bunge of Matiangi and Maraga. And as we are talking now, I can tell you, it is only our wing, those who people perceive to be supporting Ruto's government, are the people who I might say might not be fully prepared. But these are the people are already funded. In fact, they are hell-bent of taking leadership of that Bunge. But as fate has it, the right thing always doesn't decay. I believe we are going to sit down, we are going to organize, and we are going to make sure Bunge is done for the right way. The only thing that I'm afraid of, because if let's say now we challenge one another on that platform, Ruto's government, according to you, is not viable. Tell us 1, 2, 3 things that are valid. Somebody will tell you, Shah is not working. And coincidentally, being it is a amorphous unit, you will get people who benefited from Shah. They come front and prove. Somebody will still overrule you. That is a favor. Somebody says Ruto's government is overborrowing and this money. Can you prove? Somebody overrules you. Then it has come to a point where the moment these people started funding this narrative, I'm telling you it is funded because I'm there, I know. You realize if you are a serious proponent of the government, being a serious problem is that you set records straight. You are saying Shah is not working, we prove for you. You are saying the KRA is making losses, we prove for you. You are saying there's no one project Ruto's government has to deliver, we prove it for you. And when you are just out to prove, they make for you noise. They ensure that issue is deleted properly. So what I'm saying, as George Aliet given opportunity, because I'm also aged enough anyway, what I appreciate is that our people need service delivery. They need fairness in terms of social setups. And of course, we have to ensure that they understand. As at this point in time, Kenya cannot be run by a social welfare. Social policy, that one cannot work. That people are given things free of charge. And so my intention, God willing, I'll ensure first we lobby so that Bunge has an office. In an event Bunge has an office, we have to ensure that our membership are also assisted. Because we cannot champion for you cannot champion for a social setup of a people, and yourself also, you are challenged. Are you getting what I'm saying? And 2, 3, I'm going to ensure that the Bunge discussion is taken back where it was. If you are championing a cause that the government is not delivering, you lay facts. If you are championing that the government is delivering, we lay facts without noise. From there, what do we do? What requires petition, we petition as Bunge. And 3, I will want a situation where we have a Bunge that is organized nationally. We should ensure we anchor Bunge from a focal point so that you don't get people in Jacaranda just abusing Gachagua anyway. They might not be agreeing, but you don't go as far as abusing Gachagua and his family. Are you getting that? There's no concept of you not subscribing to Ruto's policies. Then literally, a governor of your country has stolen money. Then you come to the platform, you start abusing the president, plus his family and the mother. I think if we form it that way, then last, I think as Bunge La Mwananchi, we should also have partners. In fact, being a social justice movement, with the leadership, Bunge should be called, legally hosted by a legit institution, so that we can also request for funds. So when we are championing a cause, we don't give politicians room to infiltrate in us because they can facilitate our programs. Yeah. So with the legal hosting, I think that one will ensure, one, our people can be taken for benchmarking. Our people can be given in-house training so that they know how Bunge La Mwananchi will operate. Of course, it has overtaken the general media. Because Bunge La Mwananchi now, there's nowhere you'll go without you seeing somebody watching discussion in Bunge La Mwananchi. Yeah. Ushaona? And no, so now with that, we need to be a bit organized enough. I'm not saying I'm better. Yeah. But I think I'm a man beyond reproach. My competitors, we are with them there. I don't demean them. But some of these things needs time. You learn, you grow. So that when even you are given opportunity, you don't sleep with it. We've had so many people who've been elected there. But somebody is elected, he or she doesn't even know where to go. Yeah. Because they believe once you are elected now, you are just called, you are given money. You are called, you are given vehicles. You are called, you are given houses. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. So all I believe in and all I know, with the kind of agitation or discussion we are still going to have a discussion so that we ensure, God willing, we get the right leader. But as according to me, you cannot beat your drum. I know at the hour of deed, they'll understand. But from the government point of view, because I'm I'm playing number 9, that field. Striker. I'm a serious striker. I believe they're going to give me that nod. And if they give me that nod, let them give me that nod so that Bunge La Mwananchi should take its rightful place. Yeah. They give the public the right information to consume. They don't just go to that platform, you start abusing a leader. Like according to me, even if I'm talking about Sifuna, you've heard the way I'm talking about Sifuna. Yeah. Is somebody I know. Thank you.
Mr. Aliet.
Yes.
I think for the people who have been watching it in our platform,
yes,
most of them agree that you have a sober mind when it comes to tackling national issues, national politics, and I believe in your personal journey for Bunge La Mwananchi seat. I believe when you clinch that seat, it will have somebody who is mature enough, who is sensible enough. Yes. And we wish you all the best from Story na Uchino family. We wish you all the best. Yes. Na pia ukichaguliwa, usitufungie maofisi. Tunasikianga pia the national leaders wakichaguliwa wanatufungia milango. Usitufungie milango. When you call you again, tafadhali kuja tuendelee kuongea some few issues. And I believe at that time we will have grown as a channel also, na itakuwa sawa.
My parting shot, I really appreciate what you are saying. Of course, the buck stops with the membership of Bunge La Mwananchi, because as it is now, for us to succeed, or for my competitors to succeed, it has taken a political dimension. So for now, I'm very honest with you, it has to go political. If the government doesn't rise to the occasion and support the right cause, then they have to be aware. It has to be taken by a candidate from the other wing. Yeah. But after that, let me say, they are elected or I'm elected. I don't know if they are elected, whether they are going to do what Bunge means. But myself, if I'm elected, I'm going to exercise fairness. But for now, the kind of support I know, if at all it's going to be there, it has to come from the government. Because those people have decided, the die cost, they are hell-bent, their proponents must win the Bunge La Mwananchi shit. Now, when it comes to you people, I don't need to sugarcoat or I don't need to cheat you so that you support me. What is going to be apparent, God willing, if I'm elected, God willing, even you people, you have to exercise professional journalism. Professional journalism. Because we can never grow as a social justice movement if, let's say, for example, I come and start on that podium, then I start abusing. Then you put out that raw data the way it is. What is the information is going to give to the general public is not right. So even the media, God willing elected, we are going to sit so that we know the media houses we are dealing with. how are they going to operate so that they don't feel gagged?
Yeah.
But equally, the kind of information they are going to do for the image of Bunge, they also have to do it the way we've agreed.
Sasa, that has been our discussion. Tudhani itakuwa ndogo lakini imekuwa refu, but it has been very informative. And I hope if you're watching from home, you've learned a thing or two. And as we approach the 2027 elections, especially the Gen Zs who are saying they're partyless, they're leaderless, some of the things that we've learned from this discussion, tafadhali, as we go into the elections, take them into consideration so that you make a decision that is informed from the MCA level all the way to the presidency level. Nitakuwa fiti sana. That's our aim, that's our goal as a channel, to make sure that you as a citizen umeweza kuwa informed politically, civic education, so that you make the right decision. Anyway, I've been your host Ochino, the only Kenyan is a man, and also a friend. And of course, if you're a member of Bunge La Mwananchi, going into the elections, make a right decision to make a president who will make sure that the Bunge La Mwananchi platform is protected and the voice of Bunge La Mwananchi platform imesikika pia na serikali. I've been your host. See you next time.